Welcome back to your Thunder Bay North Stars. If you remember last episode, we kind of took a step back and figured out where we're at. And we didn't make any signings in the free agents because we should be good enough. We should be way better than a first round exit of a team. And as you can see, if you look on the screen, there's not much going on right now. I just want to take a quick look to see who is still, if there's anybody sitting in free agency. Just kind of get an idea on if we do need to make a move, if there is anybody, but the answer is no. I mean, Young Crook was the best. Brendan Coe is sitting there, and depending on who you watch and who you talk to, Brendan Coe can be pretty good. Pitlick, the same thing, could be pretty good, but we don't need to make moves because we don't need to sign people because what we already need to do is make moves. I did play around with the lines, and honestly, we are insanely good. So let's just take a quick look at lines here. And as you can see, all Barkov, Nyquist, all made or are +3 now. Raymond, Costa, Nylander are +5. Holtz, Perfetti, Merkley, +1. Poulin, Foodie, and Forsbecka, Carlson, a +1. So the big thing you're going to notice right now is Sam Steele is not on the starting forward. So that is a move we're going to make. Probably the same with Jordan Kyrou, who's also not sitting there. But we'll kind of take a look, see what's available for trade. And we don't need to really stockpile on like first round picks. We don't really need to add anything to our current roster. But if we were to add anything, it might be a defenseman because we have a lot of mediocre D. Wingranowski is fantastic. And this is a controversial move here, but I did put Rasmus Sandin up. I know Sandin can grow. They get a +3 together. We're going to give it a shot. Worst case scenario, we'll use Steele and Kyrou to potentially move up and pick, use them to get a better draft pick. Now, I don't want to go too early into the season because Steele is, he only has 1 year left on his contract. So for the best value, I want to get rid of him now to see what we can do. So you know what? Maybe we'll see if there's any defensemen out there. You never know. And then we have Maurer and Drysdale as also there. Our AHL team looking okay, not as good. We should still be a top-tier AHL team, I'm guessing. Our defense is pretty good. I mean, 80, 79, 78, 79, 77, 73. Probably just as good as our NHL team. But we don't have any pluses on anything. I played around a little bit. Couldn't find anything. Everybody's a two-way D, so it's except for Atkinson, who is a defensive defenseman. So, but it doesn't really make a difference if you move anybody around. So we're gonna leave it the same. Oops, wrong button. I was gonna say our forwards in our AHL team is also solid. So you can see we got Lawton, Patterson, Klosnik, Avery, Korolov, Arkhipov, Raffel, McMichael, Kaliev. McMichael and Kaliev have probably been the two most disappointing people we have in the system. Kaliev should have grown by now, and he hasn't. And same as McMichael. I mean, they're 25 and 25, so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is because I have seen Kaliev get up to a high 80, and obviously he's not going to get there here. Then we have Oland, McLeod, and Comrie sitting on our fourth line there in the AHL. Even if we look at our NHL special teams, everything is at least a +1, +3. So we are just going to be looking good, which is awesome. So let's take a quick look at if we try to find a trade. The one thing I do want to point out is just how much value Sam Steele has. If we look here, we already have a lot of value. Ekman's coming up, a center there, so it's going to make a Barkov maybe expendable or a Kostin, even though I would rather probably keep Kostin over Barkov. But I think Kostin's going to need a new contract. No, he has 3 years left, so that's all right. Whereas Sam Steele here has a significant amount of value. He's only $1 million for this year. He has on a 2-way contract. He's an 85 overall. So now is the time to move him if we're going to, because he wants like $7 million to re-sign. So with that, let's see what type of value Sam Steele has. And it looks like there will be some offers for him. Only 7. Lindell in a second. Parayko in 2 seconds. 2 firsts from Vancouver. DiPietro, which we don't need another goalie in a first. Olberg in a first. I'll have to see what he's like. 2-2 in a first. Johansson. I don't know who Johansson is. I want to take a look at that. So actually, let's look at this one first. I'm not sure who this guy is. Lucas Johansson, top 4. He's a two-way defender, just like everybody else. The former first round pick. So he's okay. Nothing special. Just when we're here, I want to see how good Vancouver is. So they are a champion as well. So their first round picks aren't going to be that good. So we don't have a ton of options on what to do. I was really hoping to have a few more options. So I just want to take a quick look one more time. I can't remember who all offered first. Lindell, Parayko, 2 first, DiPietro in a first, Olberg, 2-2. So I don't really care about that. So let's go back here. I want to see what Lindell's like and see if he could be anything. I mean, really, I think what we're missing is offensive defenseman, which sounds crazy, but Issa Lindell, he's 32 years old now. So yeah, that's a hard no. So let's do this the hard way then, I guess you would say. And I don't want to spend the whole video doing trades because, I mean, a couple episodes ago I had a full trade episode because it just took so long to do this stuff, and it's not what I want. So let's just add Samuel Steele, wherever he may be, here. Let's try to find somebody who can take him on in terms of contracts. And Takashi, we don't need to do anything too crazy. So we're looking more for this type of value, obviously. So, but I think what we're gonna do now, I'm changing on the fly. We are gonna get through some simulation before we decide to do this. I want to see where we are and see what we need. So let's sim the regular season. Should have done this all along, probably. Not sure why it's taken me as long to figure it out as it has, but all right. So it's just simulating here. Hopefully, everybody listening to this is if you're listening to it around the same time this is being posted, which is middle of March 2020. Hopefully, you're all staying safe with the coronavirus or COVID-19. And all right, I don't care about scouts. I've edited what I need to edit already. All right, so let's just look at what our team overall looks like. I'm guessing it's going to be fantastic. Let's sim, yep. All right, let's play games. We should be 90s, 94, 85, 86. So again, it's just we're at 84 because, 85 just because we have so many low overalls. But again, I think Sandin's going to grow. At least that is the goal. I think I just went to roster moves there by mistake. Yeah, but I'll do this anyway. I just want to see if our goalie is still 85, 84. He's considered an elite role at an 85. So not too sure why he's not growing, but we'll figure it out. Let's get a month of simulation done, and then from there, looks like everybody in our division has looked at that. So we're in 7th place because we haven't played a game. The top 6 teams have all won, and then the last place team lost. Crazy. Let's get down to the Arizona game here. We'll take a quick look at the draft. What's coming out of the draft. Hopefully it's something good. Sami Vatanen. No, we don't need Sami Vatanen. But 2-0 to start. 3-0 is fantastic. Things we like to see. View draft class. Hopefully it's something good. Oh my goodness, there is a franchise sniper. Wow. Well, I want those defensive defensemen. Don't know yet. I would like to get a offensive defenseman, but we're definitely going to watch a franchise guy. Hard to pass those up when you get a chance. This guy's going to be high elite goaltender. So, okay. Dominic Davidson. We'll keep an eye on the draft class as time goes on, but we won't worry about it too much right now. It may affect who and what we trade later on, but right now it does not. After winning 4 in a row, we've lost 3 in a row. Rebounded with a big 8-1 win against St. Louis. Atkinson for Patty Kane. Wow, he went back. He's a free agent, so he went back to Chicago for $12 million a year. No, thank you. Alrighty. Will Nye? No, we don't need another William on the team. And I won't give up first either, so looking pretty good at 8-3 right now. Looking pretty good. Oh my goodness, 9-3-1. We're looking very good, even though we're still not in first place. We don't need William Karlsson. We do not. Oh, hit decline. Not sure why it didn't go. Another 3 losses. We're just losing and winning in bunches, which is what worries me. I think it's the goaltending, to be honest. I'm not sure why Albert Schauser is not consistent, but he's really not. All right, so 10-7-1 after just going on unreal win streaks. We still end up only 10-7-1, losing a bunch of games in a row. We're 500 in the last 5 games. Take a quick look. Barkov with 21 points, which is nice, but we're just going to come over here real quick and see how we're looking. So not really any growth. 13 points for Ald, which is crazy considering the fact Barkov has 21. All right. And 19 points for Nyquist. So it's really Ald that's struggling on this line. Go down. Raymond has 16 points in 18 games. Costin has 15. William has 16. So looking all pretty good. All plus players, which is good. Our third line, Holtz has 12 points. Perfetti has 10. And Merkley has 10. Nothing wrong there. And then Poulin, Foodie, and for Rebecca Karlsson, I mean, they're a 4th line. They're not getting much playing time. Playmaker. So if we're going to do snipers, but if I move him down, if I move him up, it changes the chemistry from a 5 to a 3 on this line. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't. I think we're just going to leave it. We're going to wait out just a little bit. I just want to say defensive here. Sandin's down to a 76. So that is 100% the opposite direction we want him to go into. He has 6 points and plus 8 0 minutes, though. So I don't understand. Probably just because I'm playing him so far out of where he should be. Like, he should not be a top minute guy, but he's not playing really that many special teams. I don't need him to be fantastic. I just need him to kind of do what he's doing but not go down. So we'll keep an eye on that. We're going to sim another month here. See if Alden can rebound. If not, then I'm not sure. Then I'm not sure what we're going to do. Maybe Sandin, if he keeps declining, we might have to look at that. But let's go to January 1st here. We'll go to the new calendar year. Sam Steele is going to lose all his value at this point, but I think once we get to January 1st, we'll have hopefully a bit better of an idea of where we are to know if we have to make a trade or not. But again, we win 1, we lose 2, lose 3. Wow. We're just losing bunches. Just losing in bunches. So here we go. Keep going. And we're winning bunches. I mean, that's a beautiful 10-1 win against Philadelphia. 4 wins in a row. So, I mean, we're very streaky, which is scary come playoffs because if you have a bad streak like this, like we're having right now, that takes you out in the first round, as we found out this year against Dallas. 7-6 loss to Chicago. Back-to-back wins against Florida, San Jose. In Anaheim. We don't want Gustafsson. The guy's old as dirt, especially now that we're in 2027 going into we're in 2026 going into 2027. But 4 wins, 5 wins in a row. I mean, probably not something we want to do, but we'll take a look at it. Just see what this guy's making $5 million a year. He's only an 83 overall, two-way defender, 32 years old. Sorry, Matheson, not today. You can stay in Carolina because we do not want you in the Thunder Bay. And we lose to Buffalo. So let's see where we are for points in terms of our players. Let's see how everybody's looking. Sven Nyquist leading the team in points. Things you love to see. So he's really continued to progress. Hopefully his overall, he's up to an 88, which is awesome to see. Ald, 30 points in 37 games. It's just not where he should be. Barkov, 42 points, and then 43 points for Nyquist. Lucas Raymond's having a fantastic. He has 37 and 37 on the second line. And then we have, 34 points for Klim Kostin and 32 points for William Nylander. So they're all playing pretty well. Holtz is even having a pretty good year. Perfetti, Merkley, they're all going to be, 35, 40-point players on the third line, which you can't really complain about. Fourth line, again, defensively, they're not great, but, Forsback Carlson's always going to put up points. But the rest of these guys are, Poulen's having a pretty good year on the fourth line there. So, yeah, you can't complain with the way the fourth line's going. Would have liked a bit better defensively, but overall, it's not too bad. It's just all I'm worried about. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. Sandin's back up to a 77, but he's back up to a 77, so it's not like he's great. So Wingernowski has 10 points in 37 games, mainly goals. Does take quite a few penalties, but he plays 26 minutes a night. Sandin has 12 points. He's plus 11, one penalty. He's still considered a minor top two. His potential is still a seventh D, playing almost 20 and a half minutes a night, so I don't know. I may be too ambitious with him there. Fabro has 19 points, plus 8. 18 points, plus 7 for Werenski, playing 22 minutes a night, so he's getting the second most ice time on the team. Mauer has 1 apple, so he's not putting up anything offensively. And Drysdale, for an offensive defenseman, is 5 points. Now, I do have him on power play, I believe, but he's not getting a lot of time there, so you can't really expect too much. They're in top 6 roles, which is where they should be. Top 4. So, obviously, it's Sandin. Now, if I were to put Sandin down here at all, would it make a difference? No. Well, we got a plus 3 here, so let's do that. Let's move Sandin down 1. Hopefully, that will help out a little bit. We'll get the team going. I don't know what trade value here. Let's go to proposed trade real quick. See what we're sitting on for first round picks. Is anybody really bad to help us get the top pick? We have Minnesota's first round pick. So hopefully they look, they had quite a bit of value. So hopefully they're not doing too well. They're not, which is okay. What kind of trade value does Sam Steele have? Even though he's sitting out, still quite a bit. He's down to an 84, which is expected. Okay. Let's see if there's any more trades for Steeler. Find trade. Just going too many here. Find trade. I'm going to go to Sam Steele and see if we get more than the 7 trade offers we had originally. Or anything better, at least. We have 10. Hayden Fleury, no thank you. A first and a third. They're pretty much just paying us to take Hayden Fleury, I think. Eastwood, Fleury in 2/3. Couture, 3/3. Patan in 3/3. Severson. That has to be the actual Severson. Second, third, and a fourth. Vitanen, DeAngelo, Lindell, Nick Leddy, Colton Parayko. So we're not getting a ton. I'm really surprised Hayden Fleury is a top 4. I've never really seen him grow, so I'm guessing he's going to be 82 overall, 81. Let's take a look here. 80, yeah. He just doesn't grow. I don't know what it is about him that stunts his growth, but he stops growing. All right, so wait a little bit longer. Try to figure out this Sandine thing. I'm just trying really hard to get a good player back to where they should be, and that's really not my job. So maybe I'm just trying too hard to make something out of nothing. I mean, we got a free prospect. We got him out of free agency for nothing. So we'll move to the beginning of February here because the trade deadline's in February. And then we will make some trades. We don't need Josh Morrissey. If we're going to pick up a defense, maybe we just need an older guy on defense. Fabro's not young. It's kind of like the Leafs defense where Morgan Riley, in real life, where Morgan Riley is kind of the old guy on the team, and he's not that old. They do have Muzzin now, which is nice considering the fact he's going to be 31 this year, but Nashville, got to beat a bad Nashville team, and we do. Batten and Stanley, no. We're just going to go through and look at what might be available come a little bit. Now, we're in a wild card spot, so, I mean, we're 27-15, and we're in a wild card spot. It's crazy to think about. So we got our franchise player right here. Another defensive defenseman, not what I want to see. But Kincaid here, Jaden Kincaid, kind of the guy we're looking for. So still a high, this goalie's still considered a high elite. Can I scout him? Nope. Let's look at him here. Scout player. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll change it after. I don't care about playing style. And look at those. He's 1 year away. A+, A+, A. So he's going to be a fantastic goaltender. A bunch of medium elites. So if I look at defense here, what do we have? Let's go Central Scouting Rink. Defensive. Offensive? Question mark. Let's scout him. Potential, no. Skills assessment. Because I want to see what these actually are, because it doesn't look like he's great. So we'll kind of see what these guys look like. And we'll come back. All right. Big loss to Minnesota. Considering the fact we have their pick. We don't want them to be winning any more games. Had a week off. Played Detroit, who's a pretty good team, and just dismantle them. Lose to Winnipeg. We are the second wildcard team. Wow. Minnesota is still second last in the division. Well, I think this makes up our mind, don't you? I think we're going to have to... Barkov is just on a roll. I think we're likely going to have to make some changes on defense. Offensively, I mean, we're going to be okay. Raymond, 53 and 50. Ald sitting at 42, so he's really struggling. Costin's 47 points and 50. Nylander's 48 points. So we have 3 people over a point per game, 2 people real close, and then Ald, who's playing top line minutes and just not getting the job done. Sandine, though, I mean, 16 points plus 14. You can't really... he's not playing poorly. Obviously, he's a top line defenseman, so I don't know. I think we're playing him over his head. So let's take a look at what defense are out there. So let's look real quick for player search. I don't want a defensive defenseman. That's one thing I know I don't want. Let's go up to 28. Obviously, I want top 4 or better, and medium accuracy or better. And 300 players. All right. Quinn Hughes is now only considered a top 4 player, 27 years old. We have lots of cap space. I'm not worried with that. See, like Liljegren's up to 89, and Sandin's supposed to be better than Liljegren, according to everybody. I still think Liljegren has a lot of potential as a Leafs fan, but Sandin does look good. I'm not going to deny that. All right, let's come down just a little bit on where overalls are at. Now, I am okay with top 4. I don't need an elite defenseman. I just want somebody young enough that Holt. Hey, that's our guy. Boquist got rid of you. Probably would have been nice to have right now. Fabro, I like you already. All right, Cale Makar, 85 overall. Has 6 years left at $6 million. It's a long term. But what is he? He's an offensive defenseman. So that could be somebody we want. What's it going to take to get him? Trade for an asset. So if we were to get Cale Makar, which they don't want to get rid of, understandable, we're going to give up Sam Steele, who they don't want. That's going to make things hard. We're going to give up, if I can find him here, holy cow, he's really down in terms of value. Jordan Kyrou. So we're going to give up these two guys to be over 50 players. That hurts. That's not even close to being enough. Draft picks. Minnesota's looking better and better. Okay, skaters match and block. Let's see if there's anything that we can do here. Low top 4. 19 years old. Why is Krejci in the NHL? He should not be. He's not playing in the NHL. That's interesting. Learn something new about your team every day. So these guys are all low top 4s. So they're not going to be great. When was this guy drafted? 3rd round. So let's add Vitali. See if that is enough to put through. No, it doesn't. It's not where it needs to be, which is, I mean, can't be shocked. Cannot be shocked. Bobrovsky might turn into something still. Anderson, we're hoping, turns into something still. I mean, he's at 79 at 19. He's going to turn into something. Is that a first-round pick from us or second? 6th round. Awesome. Even better. Clarkson, I just like the name. Jorgensen, How's Jorgensen doing? He's a 2nd-round pick. Suki is a 3rd, 2025. Yeah, probably Suki, I guess. He hasn't developed at all, so we'll add these two guys. Does that make it go through? No. All right. Why would I think it would? They do want our goalies though. Nichols I like Nichols a lot. But we already have these guys are growing like crazy. So if I throw Nichols in there, that get it to go through. We would take Suki, so we'll get rid of Vitali. Okay, do I have a forward that they want? Bobrovsky, Guerrero. These guys are all defense. Okay. Draft picks, is there like a 3rd? Give you a 3rd-round pick. Is that enough? Sweeten it just a touch. Okay, just a touch is doable. It's going to be our own 2nd. We're going to go far. And trade accepted. All right. Cale Makar, welcome to Thunder Bay. That works for me. So now we are going to just make a couple different smaller trades here. Try to get something back for nothing. Kyrou, I might. He doesn't have the value right now. And there's enough guys coming up that I'm not in love with him anymore. Kyrou, what can I get for you? A couple trade offers look like might be coming through. 3rd and I don't want to cap dump. Carlson, low top 9. I just don't need the roster player back. Honestly, I'm just looking for the best. Hayden Fleury is now in Edmonton. Okay. He might have been there before, but I don't think so. Gorgiev, Johns, Nick Patan, Sherwood, Lundqvist. Lundqvist. So far, that's probably... I don't need a prospect back. He's a low top 6, so it's not something I love. Dmitry Orlov, Matt Benning. Okay, another low player. Lajoie. Will anybody give me Philly Kessel? Will anybody give me just draft picks, please? Stevenson, Spooner. Gives us our own 4th round back. Okay, 4th and a 5th. 3rd. I mean, I don't care about taking a guy back, so there's a 3rd. If I have to take a guy who has 1 year left, I can just make him sit on it. So let's just do... That's a 3rd and a 5th. Yeah. All right. Bye, Kairu. Other guy I want to try trading here is Krejci, who has just... He doesn't fit on any line. In fact, he hurts every single line I've tried to put him on. Even when he gets paired with an offensive defenseman, it's still like nothing. So, I don't know. He has 4 years left at 2.4, which is not a bad contract, but he just hasn't done it for me. So, we have enough defensive prospects coming up for these low-end guys. I'm not too worried. 3rd and a 4th. 3rd and a 4th. 4th. 3rd and a 5th plus Hayden Fleury. 3rd and a 4th. So looks like a lot of 3rd and 4ths. Somebody come to the plate with a Charlie Coyle. 3rd and a 4th. I'm looking for maybe a 2nd. A 2nd would be nice. Does anybody want to come forward with a 2nd? It does not look like it. Adam Lowry, who I believe we had. Yeah, we did. Cache, another player we had. All right. 3rd and a 4th, and this defensive prospect. Or not even a prospect, just defensive player. All right. He's gone. Okie dokie. That's pretty much everything I need to do. We're going to have to go back, probably edit some lines here. Edit lines, might even have to make some roster moves. That's okay. Defense. So, obviously, nothing has changed. Like, these are defensive defensemen, offensive defensemen, and they're not growing. So, Sandin. Okay, let's send you down. Roster moves. We'll get Cale Makar up here. So I'm guessing Makar's in the system. No, he's on the team already. Okay, so in the system. Is there anybody who needs to come up? Avery. He's an 81 now. Nice. Holt's up to an 80. Lawton's up to an 80. So we're looking good. We're going to have some good options come next year if these guys keep growing. That would be the goal. But let's go to NHL. We are going to put... Let's see who we all have here. Sandin, Joseph, and Kamenev. I just want to make sure I don't want these guys. Top 60, Pierre Oliver. No, I don't. And who is the next guy? Vladimir Kamilev. Top 9. Nah, these guys can all go down. So, confirm. They're all going to go on waivers. So, hoping. I don't know why Sandin will be on waivers, but. And everyone went through, which is nice. All right. Edit lines. The only thing I'm going to do is put Makar in. And I don't want to do substitute all lines. So +1. All right. Can we make it +3 anywhere? And no. All right. Well, that's going to be our new top 4. To be honest, I'd rather Makar over Fabro. That works for me. Defensively in the AHL, Honka, who's been nothing but a disappointment. We're going to put Sandin back in. and move Sandine up to the top line. Hopefully that helps a little bit. All right. So let's look quickly at lines because I didn't actually pay attention to anything. NHL, please. All right. Ald, Barkov, Nyquist, Nylander, Kostin, Raymond, Holtz, Perfetti, Merkley, Forsbacka, Carlson, Foodie, Poulin. So Poulin's down to a 79. Ald is still an 87. I don't know if it's down or up. Nyquist is up to an 88. Kostin's up to a 90. Raymond's at an 86. Things I'm concerned about. Nylander down to an 87. Concerning. Things I'm concerned about. Ald being under a point per game. Being at 42 points in 50 games. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Goaltending wise, no growth. 904 save percentage. I mean, it's not great. It's not great. He's gonna we've already resigned him, but he's gonna want a big contract. I mean, also not great. Well, it is what it is. Let's get a couple games of Cale Makar in here. Let's see how we are looking. We have Minnesota's first. We do have some chips to move. I mean, obviously we're so loaded up front that at least maybe even in the offseason, if we're even at the draft, we're gonna move up to first overall, and we want to get rid of some players. Holtz, Raymond, one of the two can probably go, if not both of them. Atkinson in a second for Shea Theodore. No. Yeah, Holtz can probably go. Raymond can probably go. Like we have options. Fiala and Gustafsson. A lot of former Thunder Bay North Stars want to come back now that we're good. Interesting. Big shutout win. So back-to-back wins. Beat Calgary. We're up to second in the division, which is awesome. Wild is still second last. We're going to need some draft luck if that's what we're going to do there. We beat Pittsburgh. Don't really need to make a trade anymore. The only thing I would want to trade for is a first overall pick. Alex Tuck. Another big win. So that's at least 6 in a row, which is awesome. Come on, bad Montreal team. Adam Lowry to Vegas. For Jet Wu, Jordan Wheel, and a second and third. So it's Lowry, Haig, and a fourth. That is a pretty good trade. Pretty good trade. All right, let's beat a bad Montreal team, please. We do. Logan Brown for Yanni Gord, a third and a fifth. Interesting. Noah Hannafin, eh? For 2 firsts, though. I don't really want to give up 2 firsts for Noah Hannafin. It's a nice trade, though. Nice trade. Lost to Philly. Moved up to first in the division, and we lose to Philly. All right. Joseph Zadarov. And a third for Stevenson, Marchessault. A third and a sixth. Interesting. Some of these trades just don't make a lot of sense. I don't know how either team is really happy with them. Zadorov, who just got flipped to Colorado and Juice for, I'm guessing, a couple of prospects in Boulerice and Thame. I don't know. Valimaki. And a third for Patterson. Nah, I'm good, bro. All right, do we beat a Vancouver team? We do. Eric Brandstrom. See, for Atkinson and 2 firsts. If Brandstrom was somebody I was going to look at in that steel trade, but Cale Makar ended up falling into our lap, and I really liked him. Victor Mete never grew in Montreal. Nick Suzuki in a third for Forsberg and Dixon, so a couple prospects there, a defensive prospect and a goaltending prospect. How do we do against Colorado? We lose. Wheeler and Jones a second, so that's a goaltending Wheeler, for Will Butcher in a third, so one of those prospects is very good. I don't know which one. All right. So lose to Colorado. Shootout win against the LA Kings. Have another trade offer here for McLeod. No, thank you. All right. So we are in first place in our division. The Wild are second last. I just want to know how they are for overall. 52, 56. I think they had Sharks have 47 points. I think they're in the 40s too. 47. So they're second last in the league. So that pick hopefully is a top 5 pick, and then that's going to make it easy to maneuver. But Barkov still at 68 points. But we're going to see where everybody's at. 68 points, 65 for Lucas Raymond. Nyquist is at 58, so he's dropped off. Costin's at 57. Ald's at 54. Nylander's at 54 as well. So Ald's actually picked it up. He has really picked up the last couple of games. He must have got the memo. Heard his name in trade rumors. Then it's a massive. This is our top 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our top 6 players all have virtually a point per game, right? Give or take a couple. And then Holt and Perfetti. And who else on that third line? Oh, man. Merkley's having a rough go. But they're all around that 30-point mark. How's Makar doing with us? Specifically with us. He has come over and 3 points in 10 games. So way slower pace than he had with Colorado. But he is a +6, as where he was not doing that great with Colorado. So he'll turn it around. I'm pretty confident in that. He's looking pretty good. I'm okay with that trade still. All right. Well, I think we're going to leave it. We'll go to edit lines just real quick to see if there's anything that strikes me. But, I mean, Barkov's up to an 83. Nyquist is up to an 89. Other than that, there's not a lot of movement. And then in defensive side, it's still everything's the same. If that had to give a plus, we would have done that. But, yeah. And goaltending. So, 85 and 84. Well, I'm pretty confident in our team right now, which is a bad thing to say because this team is a heartbreaker. I definitely think we have assets to trade at the draft. We just have way too many young forwards. And we're going to hopefully get that franchise player because why not? So we're going to get rid of, a Raymond or a Holtz. And, yeah, hopefully it's okay. But we might even get some draft luck here with Minnesota if they keep losing. Decline. Only a couple more weeks worth of trade offers. But keep winning, boys. Keep winning. Guerrero, who I like. It still looks like we're in first place. With 78 points for Flyers. 82 for Pittsburgh. It wasn't Pittsburgh, actually. We're at 84 points as well. 86 now. Nice win. All right, we're going to cruise into the playoffs here. There's going to be very quick simulations. Not going to take long at all. Oh, my goodness. Look at the wins. 5 in a row. Can we make it 6? Carolina? No, Carolina beats in shootout. Start over again. 1 win. 2 wins. Do a very quick look here. Very quick. All right. Obviously, this franchise guy, Sniper, we know we like him. Our scouts have this guy up. We know nothing about him except his stats are unreal. So, scout this player. Potential comparison. Because that is great. Great. Let's look at pins and... Oh my goodness, pins so many people. I did not realize all this. Oh, some of these guys are like the medium elites early on. So he has pretty good overall stats. I want to scout him again. I want to do potential comparisons, what I wanted. All right. Taves. Just started scouting him. This goalie is... Yeah, I mean, it's 5 years away. No ETA. 1 year away, 5 years away. NHL ready for Jaden Kincaid. Oh, that's a franchise guy. Did I say Mary Lemieux? Wow, this guy's going to be unreal. What's his stats like? Man, not great. I mean, 92 points in 50 games, so pretty good. But not unreal. All right, Webb is 5 years away. Hall is 2. Where is this guy projected to go? 13th overall, two-way defenseman. And then a 5-year away guy. So there's going to be a lot of late round players, but I mean, obviously we want Kincaid. We're going to double up and do whatever we can to get him. All right. We're going to keep winning here. Lost to Make Me Laughs. What a terrible joke. Beat up on Washington. Should beat up on Nashville. Jersey will be 11-4 loss. Ouch. Things you hate to see. All right. Lost to Ottawa, too. Not good. But we hit the 50 win mark, which is great. Lost to Detroit, lost to Winnipeg. Let's get this out of our system, boys. Beat Arizona, lost to Chicago. So, looks like we're still going to finish first in our division, but definitely not the conference or the league. So, let's just go advance a day here. And advance a day here. All right, regular season finish has ended. And we are playing the Chicago Blackhawks, who just beat us in the shootout. Not things you love to see. And if we look at the playoff bracket here, go to stats. Kind of do a quick wrap up here. We finished first in our conference: Colorado, Dallas, Winnipeg, Chicago. So, I mean, all really good teams. I mean, Chicago had 45 wins. Minnesota finished second last, only 1 point ahead of Nashville. Shoot. We'll go to entire league here. Buffalo finished first. We finished second. So not too shabby there. And okay, I lost against Ottawa. They're a good team. I didn't think they were good. Who was the best team that missed the playoffs? It was Detroit Red Wings. 95 points. They missed the playoffs. And you have, wait for it, an 84 point. So a team 11 points behind them make the playoffs. These conference things are stupid. We need to change the way our point system works. But Minnesota can draft no worse than 5th. So we have a top 5 pick. Fantastic. I really wish they had 1 point less so they can finish ahead in Nashville, because I don't usually see many 2-1s. Likely we're going to have the 5th overall pick, if I had a guess. So it's going to be tough to move up into the first overall, but we do have Holt, we do have Raymond, we do have some pieces to help us get up there. If we look at everything here for points, we'll come up to the top. All right. So we had 51 wins, 47 in regulation. Boston had a lot. They looks best in the league here. Goals for. We had the most goals for, 316, so obviously the most goals per game. Goals against, we had, let's go the other way. We're top 10. What is that? 5, 6, 7th best in the league, which is not too bad. Power play, we should be number 1. Our power play lineup was unreal. We are best power play in terms of goals, best power play in terms of percentage. Our PK, not great. Middle of the pack. Short-handed goals, though, 2nd with 10. Not too bad. Decent home record. Okay away record. Last 10, 5-3-2. Not great. Not great at all. AHL. Let's look at points. Burnaby Aces, 1st overall in the AHL. No, that's just the division. Calm down. And 3rd overall. So, not too bad still. I didn't stack up their lines as much, but goals for, 3rd overall is still with goals. Goals against, what was that, 251? So 3rd overall with goals against. Power play percentage, 14. That is bad. Middle of the pack power play. Penalty kill? Are they good penalty killers? No. They bad penalty killers? Yes. One of the worst penalty kills in the league. All right. But again, overall pretty good. We're kind of bumming our way into the playoffs, but that's okay. Lawton had 79 points in 82 games. They play 82 games in the AHL? It doesn't say. But we play Laval Rockets once again in the first round. Crazy. We'll take a quick look here at Chicago before we end the video. Anaheim, Chicago. All right. Wow. Brandon Pierlini, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Patty Kane, who they did try trading to us. So isn't he considered an AHL forward at this time? Bottom 6 forward. So he got better. Liam Erickson, some young kid who looks fantastic. 1st overall pick last year. So that's why. He's up to an 85. DeBrincat and Strome. Kiefer Bellows, Paul Stastny, Boone Jenner. If you watch Tougie, Boone Jenner on Chicago is not going so well. So nice to see that he might be doing okay in this one. And then Cole Stewart, Jamel Smith and Kyle Palmieri. So they're actually a pretty good team. They have, I would say, very much like us, they have one really good stud, and then 85 and 83 on the third line. They're going to give us run for money. Defensively is terrible. Mata, Yokihari, Nadorist, who's a young guy as well, Gustav Lindstrom, Dougie Crab, and Travis Hominick. So they're not great. Defensively, we're going to be way better. And goaltending is terrible. What is going on? Why are these goalies so bad? Why is nobody able to draft a good goaltender? I think as these franchise modes go on, that's something I really find is goaltending. If they're not in the league right now, they don't really end up well. If we look through the league, if we do like a random video, we might do it after this year. We'll just take a look at all players and kind of see who's in the league still and who the best of the best is. Like, there's some bad players right now. Goaltending for sure. But we're looking pretty good. We play Chicago Blackhawks first round. We should do pretty well against them. The only thing I didn't look at here is our goaltender. Did he grow at all? Please tell me he got some growth. None. Okay, I don't know what to do with Albertschauser. I don't know what to do with him. But we'll wait until after the playoffs, and we'll kind of see how we do before we jump to many conclusions. But if we go to goaltenders, went the wrong way. I mean, he didn't grow at all. Wow. He's 22 years old. He needs to do something. But with that being said, thank you so much for dropping by. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. That is probably the most important thing I can ask you to do. I'm trying to grow my channel here. I have a long ways to go. I have a lot of improvements I can do still, and I'm working on them. But subscribe. Say you've been here since the beginning. That's what we really hope for. Like the video. Leave a comment. And the next episode will be a playoff episode against the Chicago Blackhawks, which I hope turns into a long Stanley Cup run where they 95-94. So our defense is way better. Goaltending is significantly better. Offense is pretty on par. So this should be a series that we win, but I guess we'll see. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.